Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, me, Abdurrahman bin Azman, will present about the Lab 3 home network case study. So the first one is the problem statement. So the first problem statement is performance bottleneck and inconsistent connectivity. The second problem statement is inadequate security posture and network segmentation. And the last problem statement is limited scalability for future expansion and management. So there are three objectives for this case study, which is the first one to identify performance bottleneck in the current network design and recommend hardware and configuration upgrade for optimized speed and coverage. The second one is to assess existing security vulnerabilities and implement robust measures such as VLAN segmentation, firewall enhancement, and secure remote access via VPN. And the last objective is to propose a scalable solution that supports future growth, including the addition of more wide port, support for higher speed standard, and centralized network management. And this is the physical network design, which is in the living room. There are router, modem, and also switch. The access point in the middle of the room. In the living room also have CCTV, printer, and PC. Next is the hierarchical network design. So on the core layer, there are TM, ISP, and also modem. On distribution layer, there are home router. And lastly, the access layer have home switch and access point. And they also have a PC, printer, CCTV, smart TV. So the roles and responsibilities of each layer. So the core layer, the purpose is a primary internet entry point. The key devices is a ISP modem and fiber connection. The function is to convert external signal for internal use, and the goals is to provide a stable and secure gateway to or from the internet. Next is distribution layer. So the purpose of distribution layer is the network's brain to control and security. So the key device is the router. So the function is to route all internet traffic. It's also enforce firewall and security policies and also apply QoS for performance. And the last layer is the access layer. So the purpose of access layer is to direct device connectivity. So the key devices is switch and wireless access point, and the function is to provide wire port via switch for stable high bandwidth devices. And it will also provide Wi-Fi coverage for mobile or IoT devices. So the goals is to enable reliable and user access to network services. So the current networking devices, which is the first one, we have modem, which is unified using Wi-Fi 6. And the next one, we also have a home router, which is using TP-Link Wi-Fi 6 AX1500 wireless network. For the home switch, we use a TP-Link PL-SG1080. For the access point, we use TP-Link Archer C50 AC1200 Wi-Fi 5, and the type of cable used is fiber optic and Cat6. So for the current network elevation, so for the performance side, which is the strength, solid foundation for a typical home use, Wi-Fi 6 modem or router combo provide modern speed and low latency. So Gigabyte switch also offer a reliable wired backbone. So the weak link is the Archer C50 Wi-Fi 5 access point. When it used as extender, its limit maximum wireless throughput in its coverage area. So next is from the security side, which is the baseline features. It has a NAT firewall, WPA2, WPA3 encryption, and guest network capability provide reasonable home protection. So the key risk is exposure to common configuration vulnerabilities. Next is a scalability part. So for the current state is inadequate for a modest number of clients. So the limitation is The ePort switch and single consumer router restrict a wired connection and backhaul capacity. Potential bottlenecks for adequately high bandwidth devices or advanced features. Propose network upgrades. So for performance side, we can optimize placement and mode. For example, strategically place Wi-Fi devices and configure the Archer 650 in wired access point mode for stable coverage. We also can do a hardware upgrade, which is consider upgrading access point to Wi-Fi 6 or 7 for better speed and coverage. And also upgrade to multi-gigabit switch for high bandwidth and wide devices. So for the security side, we also can do a foundation step, which is we need to update all the firmware, change default password, and disable remote management. We also can do a network segmentation, which is we can use a VLAN to isolate IoT devices, guests, and trusted hosts. Next, we also can secure remote access, which is implement a VPN using like WireGuard instead of exposing internal services directly to internet. And for the last part, which is security. For security, we can expand capacity, which is we can use a managed switch, which with more port and VLAN support to add devices. We also can do a centralized management, which we can adopt a central management system for easier control of multiple access point or switches. So we also can plan for speed, which is ensure the router support multi-gigabit one for future internet plans. And lastly, we can ensure uptime, which is we can add a UPS, which is a battery backup for critical use. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.